Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Welcome to the Traveling Tarot. This is your daily psychic forecast for Tuesday, September 24th, 2019. My name is Stephen Dillard Carroll. Happy fall, everybody. I forgot to mention it yesterday, but I believe yesterday was the first day of fall. Fall equinox happened yesterday, and now we're in fall. I have to say that the weather has cooled down tremendously in my neck of the woods, and in fact, because of the horrible storm system that came up through Texas, Oklahoma is now experiencing periods of really rainy weather, and it's kind of blah and kind of gray outside and all of that. So definitely fall weather, you know, getting us prepared for the temperatures and the frigidity of winter, but fall is upon us, and I don't know. I'm kind of sad to see summer go. This summer was a great summer for me, and I'm kind of sad to see summer go, but I'm looking forward to the harvest of the fall and harvesting some big things this coming fall. So we'll see how it all goes. And so happy fall to you guys out there. This is a reading for the collective today. Oh, and before I even get into that, please do like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and do share it. Share it with somebody that is looking for unconditional love. Share it to somebody who is looking for a little bit of empowerment this morning, a little bit of encouragement this morning, a little bit of happiness and joy this morning, a whole lot of truth, and again, a lot of unconditional love today. So do like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And as I was saying, this is a reading for the collective today, and my hope, as always, is that there is something that good and positive that can be gleaned from all of my readings, regardless of your current circumstance. And of course, at the end of each of my videos, I hope that you feel emboldened and empowered to go out there and make good and positive choices and good and positive changes in your life to create the best life possible for yourself. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. We have our major plot line for today and our two subplots for today that will create our story for today. So, without further ado, again, let's find out what our main thoroughfare plot line is for today. And that is brought to us by the Eight of Michael. The Eight of Michael. There we are. The Eight of Michael. And the Eight of Michael says you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. There we are, the Eight of Michael, which is represented by the Eight of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck. But there we are. There is the Eight of Michael, and it says you can be free. Making a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So, we're all about empowerment on this channel, and so we will be talking about ways that we can free ourselves this morning, and allowing ourselves to make the courageous choice to change our situation. Again, empowerment, 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 and that is what we are all about. Empowerment and unconditional love on this channel. So, let's get into the second part of our reading, the two subplots. And our first subplot is brought to us by the Seven of Raphael. The Seven of Raphael. I don't think this particular card has popped up for us before. Um, so let's see what it has to say. It says, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. So the Seven of Raphael, there it is represented by the Seven of Cups and the Rider-Waite deck. So again, time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action. A need for detoxification. It's very interesting. We may even be talking about addiction issues today and becoming free. I'm kind of leaning towards that. I'm kind of getting the push and the feel for that today. But we'll see what the third subplot is for today. But definitely making the courageous choice to be free and making the decision to take action on what you want, and a need for detoxification. I'm leaning towards addiction issues here, but addiction does not have to be substance abuse or alcohol abuse or food abuse or any of the other ways that we torture our own bodies. But yeah, definitely not seeing things clearly and a need for detoxification. Yeah, we're leaning into that today. So let's get into our third subplot for today. And our third subplot is brought to us by being told to cut, so I will cut. The Six of Michael. There we are, the Six of Michael. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. Six of Michael. Which is represented by the Six of Cups in the Rider-Waite deck. But there we are, there's a Six of Michael. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So we've got Swords and Cups in this reading so far, and we've got 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 7 is 21, plus 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we've got a triangle, we've got the Trinity. The triangle is the strongest geometric shape known to man. And so let's start there, right? Let's start with 3 and being powerful with the 3. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. Not seeing things clearly. 8 of Michael. 3 is surrounding this entire reading because 3 is what this numerology is. 8 plus 6 is 14. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 7 is 21, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2 plus 3, or 2 plus 1 equals 3. So, strength. There is strength in that number. It's not just you. I mean, it could be Father, Son, Holy Ghost. It could be Maiden, Mother, Crone. It could be you plus your spirit guide plus your higher power. Regardless, I just get the feeling that within you there is strength. There is strength today, and I feel like there might be some of us that are going through addiction issues. Whether it be addicted to a relationship, or addicted to our work, or addicted to our family, or addicted to food, or alcohol, or drugs, or pills, or addicted to being a martyr. Addicted. Some of us are addicted to God. There's a great book out there called When God Becomes a Drug. I highly recommend that book. Some of us are really, really addicted to all sorts of different things. And again, they don't have to be the usual substance abuse, alcohol abuse, or food abuse. It could be any number of things that we are addicted to. Some of us are addicted to love. Some of us are so addicted to love that we will accept anything because it makes us feel like we are in love. And I just get the feeling today that whatever that addiction is, it is holding us back from our true potential, which is strength and freedom. Making a courageous choice to change your situation and not seeing things clearly. When we are in the throes of whatever addiction that we may have, or addictions that we may have, we don't see things clearly. We don't see things for the way that they are. We don't see people for who they really are. We don't see intent for what it really is. When we are in the throes of addiction, it is all but impossible for us to see a different way. The Eight of Michael is saying that while that may be true, there is hope out there. You absolutely can be free. You can be. The Eight of Michael, as I said, is represented by the Eight of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck. And that particular picture has the woman surrounded by swords, and she's actually tied up, but it's very, very, very loosely tied. She could easily shimmy shake her way out of it, and she's got a blindfold on, which again is on very, very loosely. She could easily just, whip her hair back and forth, whip her hair back and forth. She could easily do that, and that blindfold would come right on off. Shout out to Willow Smith. Remember that song, Whip My Hair Back and Forth? Anyway, that is sometimes what addiction does to us. Addiction becomes a hold on us that actually is within our minds. And yes, I understand that addiction is a disease, and yes, I understand that there is all sorts of DNA involved, and genetics, and predisposition, and family history. I get it. It's very, very, very complex. But just because we are addicts in whatever way that we are addicts. In fact, it is my belief that we're all addicted to something. And regardless of our circumstance, as far as our addiction goes, we can always break free from that. Making a courageous choice to change your situation. Making that choice. And it's not a one and done kind of thing. There are many, many reasons or obstacles that are placed in our path at one time or another. It doesn't mean that if we fall, we can get right back up. If we hurt ourselves, if we relapse, if we fall off the wagon, we can still go to a meeting that day. We can still stand up, shake ourselves off, shake off the dust, and move forward. It's hard. It is not an easy road to sobriety. And again, it doesn't have to be one of the big three, which is a substance abuse, alcohol abuse, or food abuse. It doesn't have to be one of those three. And sober living can actually mean clean living in many, many different ways. And the universe is saying that even though it may be hard, And even though you may have some false starts, and even though you may fall on your face a time or two or 10, doesn't mean that you can't get back up and keep going. You can be free. And what a courageous thing. It says, make a courageous choice to change your situation. You are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. It's that 3, it's that triangle, the strongest geometric shape known to man, the triangle. You are so much stronger than you ever imagined. You are so much stronger than, or more stronger than you ever could give yourself credit for. You are strong. 7 of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Again, they're very much close. I've been covering kind of both of them at the same time. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. I will say that for me, one of my big issues is love issues. I'm not necessarily addicted to love, but I crave it. I crave it. So maybe I am addicted to love. Who knows? But I do know that one of my life lessons is to be clear on what I want and then take action on that, especially when it comes to love situations. I think I know what I want, and then it turns out that I don't know what I want. On more than one occasion, it has ended up that way. And so I have to, fall back a little bit, take a pause, take a breather, reflect, go inward, and figure out what is it that I actually want out of love. And then be clear about it. And so that's just, and I'm working on that. It is a life lesson for me. I am definitely working on that. But being clear on what you want and take action, that's huge. That's huge for anybody to actually figure out and be clear about what they want. The 7 of Raphael, as I said, is the 7 of Cups in the Rider-Waite deck, and that's the illusion card. Looking past illusion and figuring out the right thing for you. Looking past the illusion, looking past the masks, looking at things for what they really are. Again, 8 of Michael, not seeing things clearly, being able to see and be clear about what you want and then moving forward in that direction. Again, that is something, regardless of what your addiction issues are, or even if you have any at all, it's something that we all can benefit from working on more sincerely. When we are working on being clear about what we want, then we can stand in that truth better. Which leads us to the 6 of Michael. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel. This is basically saying, and the 6 of Michael is portrayed by the 6 of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck. This is basically saying the light at the end of the tunnel can be yours. It is literally right there. Help is so much closer than we ever could realize that it is. Help is literally right there. All we have to do is ask for it. And that's, sometimes that is dictated by the 5 of Ariel or the 5 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck. But to say that it's a light at the end of the tunnel, we're almost at the end of the tunnel. Just a step or two more, and we're right there. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Once we make the courageous choice to change our situation, once we are free, once we see things clearly, we are able to make a decision, be clear on what we want, and take action. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. It's all coming together. It's all together. Also, relocation and travel. I actually like the 6 of Michael because it sometimes denotes, us actually pulling up roots, pulling up our stakes and, heading out to, the Wild Wild West or something like that. But definitely travel, definitely movement, definitely a change of pace, a change of lifestyle, a change of scenery. That might be in someone's plans for today, even if it's a change of scenery within your own neighborhood, within your own city, within your own town, within your own state or province. Yeah, a relocation or travel, and it doesn't have to be for forever either. Depending upon the question, of course, the Six of Michael can mean, changing your scenery just to refresh yourself on a regular basis, going to a park or going to a zoo or going to a museum or someplace quiet where you can actually sit and reflect and meditate. That might be somebody's balm today that they will need in order to get through the day. Just a change of scenery, even a slight change of scenery, might help you out, especially if it's a change of scenery that allows you quiet and stillness and an ability to reflect and to meditate and to pray and figure out the best course of action to get free and our best course of action moving forward. So I can't stress enough, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. And the end of that tunnel is just but a step or two away. Let's make the choice to be free today. Let's make the choice to start fresh, to start new. Let's make the choice to do whatever we need to do to stay sober, to keep our sobriety, and to move forward as deeper and much more, deeper spirits. So thank you, universe. Thank you for this incredible lesson today. Thank you for this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lesson today. We will take what we learned today and we will apply it to our lives as best as we can, and we will be free today. We've made the choice, we've made the decision. We are free today. We're not going to be free, excuse me. We are free. We have made the choice to be free today, and so we are. We are going to a meeting today. We are figuring out what it is that is within us that is holding us back, and we're going to be free today. We are free today. So let's get on to the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty is a 3-card spread for today: morning, afternoon, midday, evening. And we'll see if the universe has anything more spectacular, or more specific, I should say, that it needs to convey to us today. So let's jump right on into it. We've got our morning card, our afternoon card, and our evening card. Okay. Here we are, the Seven of Pentacles. It's in the reverse position. There we are, the Seven of Pentacles in the reversed position. What this is saying is that this morning we may not be tending to our personal garden. We may not be attending to the things that are necessary to encourage our growth. We may not be tending to the things that aren't for our best and highest good this morning. And it may be because it's hard, and we may want to give up because it's hard. I understand that. I've often said the last time I was in a gym was when I was fucking gym. And so I have my own issues with, food addiction, and also probably love addiction as well. It's hard. It's really, really hard to stay sober. It's really, really hard to not backtrack or backslide. It's really, really hard to do the work that is necessary to keep ourselves clean and sober. But that doesn't mean that it's not worth it. I encourage you today, if this is you, to get back on the wagon. Don't give up. Don't give up. Please do not give up. Keep moving forward. The Seven of Pentacles is saying, tend to your garden even though it's hard. Even though it probably is the most difficult thing that you will ever do in your entire life, it is probably also the most rewarding thing that you will ever do in your entire life. Continue to tend to your spiritual garden. The Wheel of Fortune, this is our midday/afternoon card. I love that it's in the upright position because that means that the Wheel of Fortune is in our favor today. Yes, we do have to get over the hurdle and hump of it's not worth it, I'm not worth it, it's too hard, I can't do it, I'd rather go and get a hit or get a donut or get a glass of wine or fall in love with the next person that looks at me longer than 2 seconds. It is hard, but once we get over that hump, the Wheel of Fortune is saying that it is in our favor. And in fact, what I'm also getting from that is that as long as we're moving forward and we're progressing, the Wheel of Fortune is always in our favor. It may not seem like it when we're in the throes of whatever addiction we may be in the throes of. It may not feel like that, but as long as we have made the determination to move forward, and as long as we do move forward, the Wheel of Fortune is in our favor, which is why it's so very important, even if it's just one step, even if it's just one baby step, even if it's just taking 20 minutes out of my day to, reflect or read or meditate or pray or connect to my higher power in some sort of way. Even if it's just 20 minutes, we're still moving forward. It may not feel like it, but we are. And the universe is encouraging us that we are, in fact, moving forward when we make the choice to move forward. And finally, the end of the day brings us to the Fool card. There's the Fool card right there. The Fool card. Have faith. Today might be a hard day for some of us out there. But have faith. If you are moving forward, you are moving forward. Things will get better. You will get better. Keep moving forward. Don't stop. Take care of yourself, but keep moving forward, even if it's just a little baby step each and every day. Keep moving forward. Have some faith. I love this interpretation of the Fool, the Rider-Waite, because he's not looking where he's going. He just has faith that wherever he's going is the right path for him. And if he steps off that cliff, there could be another landing below him, right below him. It could be a bridge underneath him. It could be a walkway right underneath him. It could be angel wings that are holding him up. It doesn't matter. The Fool has faith that he will be okay regardless. And by the way, we all are okay regardless. Period. Thank you, universe. Thank you for sharing that with us today. We are grateful for it, and we will be better spirits for having been taught that this morning. So, thank you, Spirit, for that. So let's get into an affirmator for today. We're going to just do our regular cute little affirmators for today. And we'll do another shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And one more shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And then we'll cut them. And then we'll see what the universe has to say to us today with a good old affirmation. And our affirmation today is brought to us by self-love. Of course it is. Of course it is. I love it. Self-love says, I openly embrace a feeling of self-love, the PG kind. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. I show myself love any way that I can, and when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? I love it. I openly embrace a feeling of self-love, the PG kind. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. I show myself love any way that I can, and when I screw up, I remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm going to make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? Beautiful. Love yourself enough to forgive yourself when you screw up. Love yourself enough to love yourself enough that love doesn't go away when you fall down and scrape your knee, or when you fall down flat on your face, or when things get hard. Love yourself enough to keep moving forward. Thank you. And I will end, and that dovetails really, really nicely with my affirmation, my daily affirmation to you, which is to love yourself. Love yourself fully. Love yourself completely. Love yourself wholly. Love yourself unconditionally. Love yourself first. Love yourself foremost, and everything else will fall into place. Have a fantastic Tuesday, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow.